Hey you guys, it's been a little minute, but hi, how are you? For y'all that don't know, for y'all that do know, my name is Ashley and I'm back with another video. So today's video is going to be about how to make wedding planning virtually stress-free. This is the first video of a series of wedding videos that I'm gonna do. I was gonna say wedding planning, but I don't think it's all gonna be wedding planning necessarily. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notebook, because I took notes. This video is going to be about how to make wedding planning virtually stress-free. Because when you think wedding planning and getting married and all of that, having a wedding takes so much. It takes so much. Like, planning a wedding takes so much time and effort and money and all of that. But it can really be so stressful. Like people don't even understand how stressful wedding planning can be. But for me, it has not been that stressful. I've been engaged now. I got engaged on my birthday, March 21st. Of 2021, and today is September 14th, I think. And so far I have literally been like virtually stress-free, and it's because of how I'm going about wedding planning. So since all of the brides-to-be that I know really do get stressed out very frequently, I'm going to give you some tips on how to not be like that. You don't need to be stressed out. Okay, and we're gonna go straight into it. I'm not gonna talk no more. We're gonna get straight into it. Okay, so first things first on how to make your wedding planning virtually stress-free is go with things that are all-inclusive, or bundle things where you can. And what I mean by this is I have a venue that is almost a one-stop shop. And what they don't do, they have shops around it that can get me what I need done. Like other shops that they work with, like through the venue that I can do. So like my venue has the venue, it includes the catering, it includes the bar. Those are the three most expensive things when it comes to planning a wedding. And I was able to get all of those done. I don't have to deal with a caterer and making sure that they do this and does the caterer does setup and blah, 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 blah. I don't have to deal with that. My venue also does the decorating. So I show them inspiration pictures of like what I want my vision to be, how I want the tables to look, you know, if I want like extra things set up like around the venue to really give my wedding what I, give it what it's supposed to I gave. I show them those pictures and they can execute. I would also say, so yeah, and when it comes like to bundling and things, you can, like my photographer is doing my photography and videography. Photographers by themselves can cost up to $5,000. I didn't pay that, but they can cost up to $5,000 by themselves. I bundled my photographer because he does videography, and it is significantly less than that, okay? So do all-inclusive where you can, bundle things where you can, seriously, like that. And also, what I didn't say, my venue has a day of coordinator. So on the day of, I don't have to find anybody else to coordinate the day because I'm not going to do it. And I don't have to appoint that job to like my maid of honor or, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to appoint that to somebody because that is going to be somebody's job already. And it's included in the price of the venue, the catering, and the bar. What? Easy. All I have to do is tell them the decisions. Boom. So that's number one, do all-inclusive and bundle where you can. Number two is set a date far enough out that you have enough time to pay for everything that you need to pay for. Because it's nothing worse than saying, like getting engaged in like June and then saying, oh, well, I want a winter wedding, so I want to get married in December or January. But so that's 6 months, you know what I'm saying, like of the same year. And you don't have the money. So now you at the final deadline 2 weeks out, all your final bills are due, and you still $5,000 in the hole. That's not smart. So what the smarter thing would have been to do is to push that December winter wedding to the next December. So you have 18 months to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't stress yourself out with a super short timeline or a timeline that's not going to work for you. Choose a date and a time that's going to work for your means. Number 2, because like, you don't need to stress yourself out by choosing a date and then not having the money to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, you know. Number 3, set a budget and stick to it. I didn't set a budget. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be transparent because we're friends. We're friends, you know what I'm saying. I didn't set a budget, but I know how much I'm not willing to spend over. So technically that can be a budget, but I didn't divvy up my budget necessarily. But I have my number that no matter what, I'm not going over it. It is what it is. Like, I'm not doing it. No, like, I want to buy a house. I'm not going over this number. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, and make sure that it is within your means. If you need to get a little side hustle because you want a little bit fancier things in life, cool, do that. But if you know you can't afford like a $30,000 wedding, why would you be spending $5,000 on flowers alone? Why would you be spending $20,000 on your venue alone? Not on, you know what I'm saying? Like make a budget, make a realistic budget, and then stick to it. Don't be like, oh, well, it's only the one day, so I guess I deserve it. Only that one day is gonna cost you thousands of dollars over the next 10 years, ma'am, sir. Don't do it. Do not do that, because you might not be stressed out now, but when those final bills come, you're going to be stressed out 2 weeks before your wedding, and then for the first 5 years of your actual marriage, you're going to be stressed out because you're still paying for your wedding. Don't do that. That's not smart. That's not smart. We need to be smart. We need to be here with it. Don't do that. Okay, number four, make quick decisions. What I mean when I say make quick decisions is you don't need to dwell on certain things for a long time. Like, make quick decisions. Yes or no? Do you like this venue? Oh no, I'm not sure. Maybe we can make it work. No. You don't like it. Say no. Cut it off. Go to the next. No. Yes. You do all your no's until you find your yeses. There's no reason to dwell on decision making in a wedding. If there is a decision that you and your future spouse are having an issue with, then you guys actually need to sit and talk about it and get to the bottom line and move on. Dwelling on things like that it's beyond stressful. Give me an answer so we can keep it pushing. That's it. Give me an answer so I can get this deposit ready. Give me that. Because we got to keep the ball rolling. I'm not being stuck on this. You know what I'm saying? Staying stuck on one thing, it takes too much time. And it's annoying. And if nothing else, that will stress you out. Like, people make things really, really difficult when they don't need to be. And last but not least, number 5, when it comes to planning, plan with your spouse and with your future spouse. And if not, because they don't want to really participate in the planning portion, which is okay, some people don't, plan with 1 or 2 people. Do not plan with a group. Do not bring all of your ideas to multiple people all of the time. Do not get input. Don't ask for opinions from all of these random people. Don't do that because you're going to stress yourself out. Don't do that because you're going to end up trying to please everybody else and put their opinions and their suggestions before what it is that you actually want. If you're planning your wedding in-house with your spouse or with your mom and your sister or something like that, then what you want can actually show through. That's what needs to happen. Okay? You don't need your cousin's input. You don't need your auntie's input. You don't need, your friend's input, your coworkers' input. Like, you don't need that. Because a lot of times brides do that, or people do that who are getting married, and then they're like, well, they said that this would probably go with this better, and I don't know because I wanted this. If you want it, go get it. Forget what they said. That's not your business. It doesn't matter. Like, do what you need to do. Don't be bringing all these people in. Plan with your future. And honestly, I would just say plan with your future spouse. I'm planning we're planning our wedding together, and our decisions we come to together. And if it's a decision that I make, I need to let him know. If it's a decision that he makes, he needs to let me know. And we've been going through this. Like, we've been engaged for 6 months, and majority of our big things are already taken care of. And the rest of the things that we need to do, I can't do until it's closer to the date. So like right now we're chilling. You know what I'm saying? So those are my 5 tips for planning a virtually stress-free wedding. And I mean, really, it can be really simple. Like, I think sometimes people make it hard. And don't get me wrong, I understand that sometimes people's circumstances can be difficult to manage, so that can just make it hard in general. But a lot of the times people make it hard on themselves because they're listening to outside influence, and you're not marrying that outside influence. You're marrying your future spouse. Their input is the only one that matters. So don't stress yourself out. Take a breather, talk things through with your future spouse, and y'all will be good to go. And if it doesn't work, comment down below and tell me why it didn't work. But seriously though, these are the tips to planning a virtually stress-free wedding. It can be not super simple because it's a lot, but it can be simpler than what people make it seem. And I feel like as a bride-to-be, you want your day to be special, but you also don't want all the days leading up to it to be stressful. Nobody wants to deal with that. So take these tips, apply them to what you're doing. Let me know how it works out and if these help you. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for coming to my channel. And if you like this, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment, talk to me because I like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.